Scott, this wonderful game of golf is all about lessons and lessons learned. This week at Quail Hollow, a big lesson learned about attitude. Attitude is really important. Lots of talk about the greens coming in. Those players with the best attitude put up the best results.
Yeah, I think a guy like Phil looked at it as an opportunity to take advantage of the situation. Several of the players decided not to play, and Phil's obviously very competitive, knew that no matter what the conditions, he could handle it, and has proven to do so.
So that gives us a great opportunity to talk about attitude and the importance of a good attitude when you're playing golf. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, you look at the best players, and somebody like Tom Watson, who five-time British Open champion, had to have a great attitude. You can't go over there and expect conditions to be very good, and it was almost the worse conditions, the better he would do. The more he would thrive on the situation, and I think that's probably the case with most champions. It's a great story about Harvey Pinnock, the teacher from Texas, how when Tom Kite went on tour, Harvey said, be sure and have dinner with good putters, because good putters obviously have good attitudes. They expect to make putts, they expect good things to happen, and it's such a big deal in golf.
In your role as a head PGA professional, do you have any keys? Do you have any particular things you might tell a player about attitude that will come in helpful to keeping that positive attitude?
Well, I can't say that I'm the best at that. A guy like Bob Rotella, the sports psychologist, is easily one of the best. But I just encourage everybody to go out and first try and have a way to have fun. If you're having fun, generally you can expect better things to happen. I do think that it's easier to have a good attitude when you practice and prepare. Because if you're ready to play, you're more likely to expect to play well, and it's easier to have a good attitude. And if you're not prepared, it's a little more difficult to expect good things. So there's no substitute for being ready to play. This young player on the tour, Russell Henley, is so impressive with his attitude, and part of it stems from the fact the guy puts in the time. I've never ever in my life seen a guy wear out the face of one of these insert putters, and he did. He had the face replaced. It's unbelievable. He's got just an incredible attitude, great competitor, and good things are going to happen. It's just they all come together, I'm afraid.
Hey, Scott, thank you very much for joining us. And this week's lesson learned is to have a good attitude out there.
Yeah, it usually works. Thank you very much.